This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
What do you have to hide?
Log on and join our live conversation.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I do agree with you.
DBL starts right now.
Talks.
3, 2.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. We are the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now. And I'm here with Erica, Al, Jeff, and I'm Sam. We've got a special show today. We're looking back at the best and most viral moments from the show. So buckle up for lots of laughs and a whole lot of heart. Well, we cover a lot of stories on the show, and it's not often that we can all agree, especially when it comes to Stormy Daniels. But on this first newsworthy moment, we all agreed the adult film actress went too far. Or did she? Take a look. Speaking of biology, Mario Kart, the popular Nintendo game, is trending big time right now, and you'll never guess the reason. New excerpts from Stormy Daniels, her book was just released, and in it, she describes her intimate encounter with President Trump. And we'll give you the daytime TV version. She says the president's, you know what, looks, quote, like the mushroom character in Mario Kart. And in case you're wondering, here is the character named Toad. So I know you haven't been a huge fan of Stormy Daniels, Jeff.
That's putting it lightly.
Yeah, this turns it all around for me.
Is this too low in your opinion?
It's way low in my opinion. I mean, come on. First of all, the book's a joke. This is a joke. This is like childish. Very like, you know, running around. What am I trying to look for? Playground stuff. You know what I mean? Had Trump said something about her part and called it like Grimace from McDonald's, then so. There would be a big problem.
Why are you looking to me like you're somehow trying to convince me?
Because this is your homegirl.
This is not my homegirl.
Yes, it is.
Just because I defended her in the past, which I still stand behind because she had to defend her name because Donald Trump called her a liar, does not mean, don't gloat, does not mean that I support what she did with that book. I agree with you.
Okay, but you were going to support her financially by rallying troops over here to go see her at a strip club and get fancy bottle service. Am I right
going
or
to that
wrong?
strip club
So
anyway,
You were
Jeff.
going to go.
Did you not just hear where I just agreed with you? I agreed with you. This was a low blow.
All right.
Now, do you
I'll
guys,
take
let me
your,
ask
is
you
that an
guys,
apology?
I'm sorry to the degree of this book, because I still stand by what I said with her defending her name in the past.
May I just suggest this is for a party of one, this book, this one part? To give the toad analogy, I know she's trying to tell it to everyone, but this is to Donald Trump directly, saying, I know exactly what you look like. This did happen. This is her proving her point, I think. I still
you don't
think it's
think
too
this
low.
is a low blow?
I do. I think it's way too
Thank
low
you,
and
geez.
stupid, but it's a party of one that she went to for this one.
She's sinking to his level.
I agree.
See? I got your back.
Thanks, Sam. Even you, Tori. Wow. That was
from
very
McDonald's.
big of you guys.
Jeff is rallying the
big of
troops
you
against
guys.
Stormy
Okay, we
Daniels.
get it.
That was very big of you.
Okay.
Are you getting frustrated?
Well, I told you like 100 million times that I agree with you, but you wouldn't accept it for some reason. Why?
I always feel like there's an underlining tone that I have to be worried about.
Come on.
The tone.
Thank you, Erica.
At least you guys kumbaya'd it out at the end.
Thank you.
As we
Very,
always
very
It only
sweet.
took about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But okay.
Well, this next newsworthy moment, we got to answer the old age question, what is an onion booty? And we even got our own, very own Stephanie Jones to rap. Check it out.
Trending right now with over 1.5 million views, James Corden's Carpool Karaoke. He hit the road with Migos, a group of 3 rappers. One is married to Cardi B. Take a look.
Donald Glover said that he thought that Bad and Bougie was the best song to make love to. Did you know this?
Have you ever made love to Bad and Bougie?
I'm going to be honest, no. Am I going to tonight? Yes.
Bad and bougie, bad, cooking up with the Uzi.
Uzi.
Savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100s that ruthless. Bad and bougie, bad, cooking up with the Uzi. Uzi.
Now, we loved Corden's quintessentially British take on their hit, so we have to get our very own Brit in on this. Stephanie, do you want to try rapping along with Migos, girl? We know you're not familiar with their songs, so first I want you to check out Stir Fry to get a feel, okay?
Okay.
Dance with my dogs in the nighttime. Trap chickens like Popeye. Money changing colors like tie-dye. I'm just trying to get it, I ain't trying to die. You got a big ol' on your booty, make the world cry. In the kitchen, wrist twisted like a stir fry.
So because Stephanie Stephanie's always game for anything. Are you game for this, Steph?
I'm going to give it a go, but I'm just worried
Steph.
this is going to be terrible.
Let's do it. Ready? Here we go. Go, Steph.
Dance with my dogs in the nighttime. Roof. Track with the chickens like Popeyes. Money changing colors like tie-dye. I'm just trying to get it. I ain't trying to die. Whoa, she got a big old onion booty, make the world cry. In the kitchen, Ricky like a stir fry. Whip it.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I'll buy that track.
That's a new show called Terrified Karaoke. Steph, that was really good. She had the beat and everything.
She did.
She even was her own backup singer. I like that.
Yeah.
We might lose her to Migos.
You're a one-man band, girl. I'm proud of you.
Well, the things I do for you guys.
Can I just ask a serious question? Steph, do you know what an onion booty is?
No, I have no idea. What is an onion booty?
It's a booty that's so beautiful it makes you cry like an onion.
I like that.
It's not because of the shape?
And well, the shape too.
But that's
like when you cut an onion, it makes you cry. Sometimes you.
Okay.
We just got rap in our rap.
I actually stopped before I got the rap.
Yeah, good job.
I'm gonna keep this job. I just stopped talking. I'll just stop.
Al always wants to take it to the next level.
I find the ledge and I just look over. I'm gonna hang out here for another season.
You care.
That's right.
Oh gosh, did you learn something new?
I did.
Me too.
I thought it was just the shape, but apparently it also makes you cry.
Well, it says it in the lyrics.
See what I'm talking about with the underlining tone?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I go after him a little
I'm just saying.
I'm just getting my voice back a little. I'm just saying.
Said it in the lyrics.
I know, but
Y'all being sensitive.
I know. Like,
Thank you, Erica.
Oh boy. All right. This next newsworthy moment revealed something truly disturbing, just how much money we all spend on food delivery. But there's one among us who took home the crown, and you'll never guess who it is. Watch.
Gotta get to this next story because I'm really nervous about who here has spent the most money on Postmates.
Kill this segment, please. Rory in the booth.
I know.
Rory in the booth, please.
No one can deny getting food delivered is convenient, but have you ever thought about how much money you are actually spending? We don't know. I'm scared. The popular food delivery service Postmates announced their #1 customer. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. It's rapper Post Malone. Hence the name, Postmates, Post Malone. He has spent $40,000 on Postmates in the last year. That includes 3,000 items on more than 660 orders. So this has us questioning how much we spent on Postmates. So we calculated, we didn't. People here did. We don't know how much we spent. Again, if you haven't heard of Postmates, it's a food delivery service. So let's see how much we've spent. It looks like the winner is...
Oh, God.
No!
Yes.
I can justify it. We work here all day long. We shoot 5.5 hours a day. I was going through postpartum depression. It was convenient.
You were breastfeeding? You were hungry?
I was breastfeeding. I was hungry. I was... I'm embarrassed, but Al and I had a conversation like 3 months ago saying, yo, let's stop with the Postmates.
Yes.
I bring my own burrito now, almost every day, a burrito.
You ever think you say that on TV?
A $2 Amy's burrito. I'm making up for it.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. Jeff, I was going to make sure you're okay from all those excuses. I didn't want them to fall and hit you from saying. No, it is tough, though.
You were like $100 below me, bro.
It was bad. I knew it was bad when she was just scrolling. Lex was just, our producer Lex was just scrolling, and they just kept going. I was like, oh, my goodness. And then there were some weekend ventures there, too. It was bad. Doing better.
You need to talk to somebody.
I know.
No, we don't. We rectified the situation 3 months ago, and I'm eating $2 Amy's burritos every day to make up for it. You okay?
You okay?
That was a you're welcome and an okay combined. Sometimes that happens.
You just made up a new word.
Sometimes okay.
That's going to be an Urban Dictionary before we're off the air.
All right. You okay? You okay?
Oh, man, that's embarrassing.
Nah,
Ow, my heart hurts.
That was a rough one.
Wow. You got very sensitive about the...
About what?
The whole Postmates thing.
Well, I was embarrassed because that's a lot of money. But like I said, still to this day, I eat those Amy's burritos to make up for it. You see
I'll testify. I'll testify. You do.
I do.
Every morning I sit right next to you and I smell that burrito. I do. I like it, though.
The burrito.
That's what I said. What were you insinuating?
I don't trust anybody that doesn't like a burrito. Have you ever met somebody that doesn't like burritos?
I'm not a fan of burritos.
What?
It's a lot. It's all. I don't know.
So you're going to take that back then, because you said you don't trust people that don't like
know.
burritos, and you know you
I didn't
trust
know they were
Erica
living
Cobb.
amongst us. Spy.
It's too big.
Coming up on DBL, we revisit an interview with one of my personal heroes, Olympian Amy Van Dyken. And later, a journalist saves a pack of dogs from the California wildfires. Coming up next, Al Jackson sounds off on a pair of creepy high heels. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Al and Jeff are at it again in one of our all-time favorite Al Sounds Off. Check it out.
Let's kick it off right, Al. Our first viral video is of a man caught drinking soup from a ladle. Nothing wrong with that, right, Al?
No.
Except he's at a grocery store salad bar.
No.
Come on.
I mean, that's gross, but at least he's using the ladle to stir it.
That doesn't make it better.
You know what, Jeff? You know what? Where's the soup Nazi when you need him? You know, no soup for you.
That's right.
And honestly, I blame Costco for this. They got us all hyped up on these free samples. My man's just taking advantage of that. And finally, we're looking at a real citizen here. He's an environmentalist. He's saving a cup, a spoon, a lid, and no lady's gonna get with him, so that's population control. I'm with this guy. Let's go to the next one.
I wish you would have been a little deeper on that guy. All right, check out this viral video of a politician in India literally getting caught with his pants down. Watch this. Oh! That's one way to get the votes.
Hey, listen, you know, that's what I call a mic drop. And voters say they want transparency with their candidates. I think this guy's doing it. And, you know, I mean, and lucky for all of us that his poll wasn't rising when this was happening.
Woo!
That was a double entendre and it got nothing. Let's go to the last one.
I like that. All right, Fashion Jackson, I got to ask.
All right.
It's time for you to sound off on these $10,000 skin heels. Check this out.
All right, Jeff, that's one small step for man, one small step for but she is doing us a favor. She's curing foot fetishes one view at a time.
There you go. That's
you know,
right.
and it's really hard for guys like us because usually clear heels are a good thing. They say that the devil wears Prada, and in this case, I think the devil wears those.
Yeah, you're right, Al.
Yeah,
that
let's change those shoes. Get some Nikes, girl.
Get some Nikes, girl, like Al said. All right, everybody, that's comedian Al Jackson. I'm trying to fire him up in here.
That's all right, we got it.
Al Sounds Off.
Oh, those boys always have me cracking up. I know they'd have you cracking up too. Coming up on Daily Blast Live, our own Sam Shocker sits down with former Olympic swimmer Amy Van Dyken. And later, we remember the touching story of a journalist going above and beyond. Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We love coming to work here at DBL and talking about what you're talking about.
And Erica, sometimes we also get to talk to some incredible guests like my hero, Olympic champion Amy Van Dyken. Check out this unforgettable interview. Today, we're shining the DBL spotlight on my hero, Olympic swimming champion Amy Van Dyken. Despite a life-changing accident, Amy is proving she's got the spirit of a survivor. I spoke with her earlier. Watch. Former Olympic swimmer Amy Van Dyken is a 6-time gold medalist. In the Atlanta Games in 1996, she became the first American to win 4 gold medals at a single Summer Olympics. She won 2 more gold medals in the 2000 Summer Games. In 2014, she severed her spinal cord in an ATV accident which left her paralyzed from the waist down. But that hasn't stopped her from doing charitable work. Amy has devoted her life to helping others and still remains a champion in and out of the pool. DBL Nation, this is huge. We are joined now by someone I idolized growing up, still do, Olympic champion, 6-time gold medalist, Amy Van Dyken! What went through your mind your first Olympics? What was it like?
So we get to Atlanta, they announce whoever from the United States, and it was so loud, like it vibrated. Wow. And it was just nuts. Yeah. 4 gold medals, you guys. It's insane. So then, okay, so you come off the Atlanta Olympics. Yeah. You have your eyes set towards the Sydney Olympics in 2000. But then you have the shoulder surgery. So did you think that you'd be able to bounce back? No, because I actually had 2 shoulder surgeries, so everyone told me you're not going to do it. I felt I could do it, and I was going to do whatever I could to do that. So I went back up to Colorado State University and trained with my coach, John Matos, because I knew he could get me ready. And he got me ready, and we walked away with 2 more gold medals.
Oh, my gosh. So then 4 years ago, you got in a really terrible ATV accident. You almost lost your life. It left you paralyzed. What was the first thought that went through your mind when that was happening? Because I did read that you were conscious. Am I right?
I am. I was conscious, but I had such a severe brain injury that I don't remember anything. So I hit an embankment and then got airborne and went over a 6-foot cliff. So when my husband saw me, he saw my back was broken and I was face down. So when Flight for Life got there, they weren't even worried about my back. They were worried about my head. And the doctor said, this is your back. We're going into surgery, and I'm going to try everything that I can to get you out of here. And I'm working in nanometers, so I need you to say goodbye to your husband.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
You're married to former Denver Broncos punter Tom Ruin.
Yeah.
How has he helped you through this process?
Wow. It's been a hard road for him, though, because he saw the whole thing happen. So he's been dealing with nightmares, daymares, the whole post-traumatic stress. But now he is rocking and rolling. I'm thankful for him every day.
That's beautiful. How has that accident, the ATV accident, changed your life today?
It's made me a lot less jaded.
Empathetic.
I'm a little more empathetic, and it's kind of also made me realize that tomorrow's not promised. So live your life today, have fun, like do whatever you want to do. Have the cheeseburger, girls. Have the cheeseburger.
So would you say that you're a better person today after that accident?
I'm a way better person today.
That's incredible. So tell us about the Amy Van Dyken Foundation, because I know you're doing a lot of great things, and I want our viewers to learn about it and how they can also get involved.
We donate custom wheelchairs to kids 18 and under. The way that insurance is built is you get one wheelchair every 5 years. So you think about a kid who, for whatever reason, is paralyzed at 5, and they have to have that same chair until they're 10.
When they grow like weeds?
Exactly. So they have to have one that's too big or too small. So we've got a website, amyvandyken.org. It's run by my book club. So if you donate $10, $10 goes to the kids.
I know that you're such an inspiration to so many people, not just myself, but to any DBL viewers that are struggling emotionally or physically, whether they have a curveball thrown at them or they just can't get themselves back up. What would you tell them?
Make it a moment, not a whole day, because you don't know what's around the corner and you don't want to be known as a sourpuss. So look at what's bothering you, look at why it's bothering you, and see how you can fix it next time so that maybe it won't bother you. But just know we all have those moments, and lean on your people.
You know how I would describe you?
How's that?
Champion.
Oh,
you really are.
Thank you, girl.
I love this woman.
Thank
I'm
you.
so honored to meet you today, Amy. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
DBL.
you so much. I really appreciate it.
Nice, Jeff. You know what Jeff just pointed out to me? I'm going to out you. What'd you just say?
What? I didn't say anything.
You said I was holding on to her hand too long. It's true.
It got weird.
You were a fan.
I cried when she came in here.
Right.
I did. And then she was all about Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
She's a Big Brother fan.
She is awesome, though. She was amazing. I mean, her personality, what a great woman.
Infectious, right?
Yeah, totally.
And to say after all of that she's a better person because of it.
Unbelievable.
I just know I could not handle it that well. She's like a real,
she's a real champion.
Superhero.
Yeah. Check
Real
out
life.
amyvandyken.org, you guys, because there's a lot of great things she's doing and you can help out. Coming up on Daily Blast Live, we're remembering a Heart Threads that was a matter of life or death. You do not want to miss it. Welcome back to DBL. When wildfires threatened one community, journalists covering the blaze jumped to the rescue for dogs trapped by the oncoming fire. It's one of our all-time favorite Heart Threads. Watch.
With flames approaching, these journalists spotted dogs trapped in a kennel and got them to safety.
Let's get it out. Let's go. Do you want to put them in our car? Yeah, let's put them in our car if they're docile. Yeah, let's get them out and go. Come on, puppies. Hey, pups. Can't let them go. You all right? Yeah. All right, dog. Watch out, guys. Yeah, you're good. There you go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, pups. Come on, let's go. All right, let's go. Catching up. Come on. Time to go, puppies. Come on. Come on. Yeah, how do you do? I just saw him at the corner of my eye. Yeah, tell them where to go. I'm tempted to throw them in my rig, but I don't think I'm going to get 4 of them in there. They're pretty docile. You want to try it? They seem cool. You want to take a couple? I'll take a couple. We got to go. All right, let's go. Come on, puppies. Come on.
Thank God for them. I mean, you could hear the stress in the dogs' howls, and they were so grateful. It just their tails weren't even wagging; their hips were. Did you see that?
They were, I mean, happy to get out of there. I mean, obviously they sense what's going on with everything going around, like fires going on. Yeah, so they know something's up, and they know they can't get out of there. So thank God those people found them when they did.
Wow. Unbelievable. Well, remember, you can always watch Daily Blast Live on Facebook and YouTube. The stories never stop, and neither do we.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
What do you have to hide?
Log on and join our live conversation.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I do agree with you.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. I'm here with Al, Erica, Jeff, and I'm Sam. Today we've got something special. We are looking back at all of our best and funniest moments, and right now we're reliving our favorite guest hosts on the show. Up first is comedian Tom Green, who stopped by the studio and took questions from the DBL Nation. So what does he have to say about his former boss, President Trump? Take a look. So, Tom, we asked our viewers to send in questions they wanted to specifically ask you. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready?
No, I'm ready. Yeah,
okay,
sure.
he's ready. Let's start with this one. This one comes from Natalie M. She writes, you can officially say you know the President of the United States thanks to your run on The Apprentice. You got to tell us, what was he like?
Yes,
oh, my
yes.
gosh.
Yeah, I know the President. The President knows me. Anyone who knows me should probably not be president. No, but I don't want to get into politics. I'm Canadian. This is your problem. But no, I got fired because I went out drinking with Dennis Rodman on the night I was the project manager.
Did Dennis Rodman ever bring up anything about North Korea and Kim Jong-un?
This was pre-North Korea. This was before he was the U.S. ambassador in North Korea. So this was probably about 10 years ago. I was on The Apprentice. But yeah, I went out drinking with Dennis Rodman on the night I was the project manager, and then I slept through my alarm the next day. And then Jesse James woke me up. You know, and Clint Black was mad at me, and Brian McKnight. They had an alliance against me. You know, Scott Hamilton was mad at me. Scott Hamilton tried to get me fired, but I got him fired.
Yeah, that's Scott.
Yeah.
Good for you.
But, you know, it was interesting, you know, working with the President of the United States, you know, my old boss. Is the president.
Do you think there's a place for you in his new cabinet?
Yeah, I don't know if that there is really, actually. I'm not sure that I would fit in too well over there. But yeah, it's surreal. Surreal. I don't like talking too much about politics, but it was a surreal thing to have worked with the president, to know the president. Yeah.
Right, let's get another question.
All right, Phil Cohen asks, what is your greatest accomplishment, not including getting people tested for testicular cancer?
Well, you know, so I did a cancer special for MTV when I had testicular cancer. They removed my right testicle. I still have the left one. It's the middle one now. No,
that was a powerful PSA, so to speak.
No, it's actually also the left one, too, because it's the one that's left. But I get letters from people all the time around the country, and some people come to my shows who diagnosed their testicular cancer because they saw that show, and it's really been quite rewarding.
That's a good thing.
I feel good about having that. In fact, just one of your, somebody right here on your staff today came up to me. I'm not sure if he's here right now.
What?
Yeah, right here, and he actually just told me the exact. I don't know if he wants to be talked about on television, but yeah. So yeah. So. Sorry for
outing you.
I think it's good. He didn't have cancer, but I think it's good to talk about this stuff. You know, if you have anything wrong, if you feel anything's wrong, go to the doctor. Okay, that's the #1 thing you can take away from that is go to the doctor, because early detection is the key to survival when you have cancer.
Amen. Yeah. Amen, Tom Green. And probably the nicest guy on the planet.
What an interesting guy, huh?
I know.
I just expect him to be goofy because you watch all those old Tom Green shows, and he's a goofball, but he's really intelligent and has some things to say. I was impressed.
And I was really impressed with how I remember sitting in the back of the studio with a number of people that work here at DBL, and he came right up and immediately introduced himself to everybody in a really warm and sincere way. We don't often see that with people.
No, we don't.
He was sitting next to me for a while, and I didn't even realize it. He just started talking. I was like, oh, you're Tom Green, and you're right here.
Yeah, he literally just sat right down.
Yeah. Very unassuming.
Unbelievable.
But we do have to address that little table.
The ugly table?
I cannot believe that little table.
The glow up is real. And speaking of glowing up, no one would turn down a visit from one of Queer Eye's Fab Five. And we have the one and only Karami Brown in studio. He gave us all the deets about his Fab Five family. Take a look.
You guys, I'm joined by my friend and star of Netflix's Queer Eye, Karami Brown. If you're not familiar with the show, each episode, the Fab Five finds a diamond in the rough and gives them a much-needed makeover. Inside and out. Check it out.
Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Yeah,
I agree with that. And I am afraid of failure.
The thing I think that Jason is struggling with the most is that I don't think he's ready to face whatever fears he truly has. This is what's gonna help him propel to that next level and get over that hump of being afraid to succeed.
Oh, Karami, I need you in my life.
I am in your life.
I know you are.
Here.
Thank God. You're here in the flesh. She's here in the flesh, everybody. As a huge fan of the show, I wanted to learn even more about Karami, as well as his castmates. So we are going to play a little game called Fab Five's Deep Dive. Are you ready to answer questions?
I am.
Okay, here we go, Karami. If you got arrested, who would you call to bail you out?
Bobby. Not even a question. Let me tell you
Didn't even hesitate.
Bobby Burke is the most responsible out of all of us, and he would be there in a heartbeat. And also, I'm the only person out of the Fab Five that he has Do Not Disturb off. So if I call him at 3 o'clock, it will still ring.
Oh, honey. Okay, that was easy. Who's the most likely to take their shirt off? Is it
Anthony.
you?
No, Anthony.
No.
Anthony, are you kidding me? Have you seen his body recently?
No.
Baby is working it out, and he is like, I'm going to show it off. He loves a thirst trap.
Okay. A lot of people are fanning themselves in this studio.
I'm fanning myself. He's my brother. I'm like.
I think people were hoping that you would say yourself, Karami.
Listen, I'm not going to say that I don't have a six-pack under here. You know? So I'm just saying, you know, but we'll give it to someone else.
Okay, everybody. Who believes in conspiracy theories?
Oh, me.
Really?
I know, yeah. Yeah, the rest of the guys don't, but I'm the one. I'm like, seriously, there are aliens.
Of course there are.
There are aliens. I'm not like 100% that Bigfoot doesn't exist. I don't know, like.
If there's a big old giraffe, right?
There's a big old giraffe.
Then why wouldn't there be a Bigfoot?
There used to be dinosaurs.
Yes.
Come on now.
I agree. I'm there with you. Oh, here's a good one. Who talks about sex the most, Karami?
Jonathan Van Ness. Yes. Jonathan will talk about sex all the time. And first of all, he has an amazing comedy tour that's going on right now with Hotels.com. And he actually does a little bit of sex talk in his comedy tour. So you need to check that out.
Ooh. I love that you promote your brothers, honey.
You're kidding. I love them.
You're amazing.
Yes.
Who will cancel plans at the last minute?
Tan France. Yes, it's the British part of him that he's like, I don't give a F, honey. Like, I will do whatever I want. And also, like, that hair is perfectly coiffed. It takes a lot of time, and sometimes he's like, I just don't have time. I'd rather spend time with my hair.
He's like a perfect bouffant almost. He's fabulous.
Fabulous, and doesn't use a stitch of product in it.
What?
None.
That's not okay.
It's all heat, low heat, blow dry, just in case anybody was wondering.
Okay, I'm gonna have to replicate that. Last question, most likely to laugh at their own jokes.
Me? I'm a dad. Dad jokes. I laugh at my own jokes. I can't help it.
We love you. He's such a good dad, too. Dad of two. Unbelievable. He does it all.
Yeah, you can't tell because they look like brothers.
I know.
Yeah, it's kind of not fair. I was just over here like, man, that's a good-looking dude.
Is he?
He's such a nice guy, too. Like, he's just one of those people that's good at everything. Some people they just have it, and he's got it.
Yeah, he certainly does. We love you, Karami. Come back on the show, huh? Coming up on DBL, our own Stephanie Jones sits down with Michael Douglas and Alan Arkin to test their millennial knowledge. Will they pass or fail? And up next, our very own big brother, Jeff Schroeder, heads back to where it all started. Stick around.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. One of the great things about working with my bro over here, Jeff Schroeder, is we get all the juicy details, behind the scenes info on the set of Big Brother.
That's right, and I had the chance to visit my old stomping grounds and take you guys behind the scenes of the long-running CBS reality show. Take a look.
The 20th season of Big Brother is down to the final 3, and last night, the remaining house guests had a very special visitor. Check it out.
Ding dong.
Oh, someone's here. We got
Who is it? Let's go. Dude, the legend himself, Jeff Schroeder, is in the house.
I've never made it to the final 3, but I'm here.
The legend himself, Jeff, they were obviously happy to meet you there, but did you have a house guest that you were particularly most excited to meet?
Well, in this scenario, I'm very excited. That was Tyler. You just saw, and Casey was another one in there, and I was very excited to meet them because I think they played the best game. And plus, I think they're fans, so they know who I was. So that was good. But there's a guy on there, JC, who says some very interesting things on there in a funny way. But I'm just going to throw this clip and tell me what you think. All right, guys, we're having a lot of fun here, but honestly, I had to take a quick hiatus, or should I say, hiatus.
A hiatus?
Yeah, this is just a period of time when nothing happens.
JC is my favorite person to hang out with. He makes up these words and just rolls with it. Yatus. You're a Yatus.
No, you're a Yatus.
So he thought hiatus was Yatus for some reason. So they were trying to figure that out in the clip. So obviously English is a second
Lost in
language.
translation.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So even being in the house with him and asking questions like what happened, I was like, I didn't understand what just happened, but it was an amazing experience to be there in the Final Three, like I said in that clip. I've never been in the Final Three. I played twice. Never made it to the Final Three.
Your wife sure did.
Yeah, we know, Sam. We know.
I'm proud of her.
Ask a quick question. Is it like a thing that every guy in the Big Brother house has to be shirtless? Because I noticed that with like your throwback.
Thank you, Erica.
Yeah, no? I don't know. Maybe
Did you start that?
No, I definitely didn't start that. I don't know.
He was
just
trying to impress Jordan. Come on now.
All right, we have some more to the story.
Well, from a never-before-seen clip, the house gets turned the tables on Jeff, and they ask Jeff about his last day in the house. Enjoy.
I got on a double eviction my second time. It hurt.
A double eviction.
And I had to find a clown shoe. So I threw everything out, and I threw the clown shoe out.
Oh, man.
So I couldn't find it, and I got evicted on a clown shoe, and I was super mad. Talk about like the rest of your life. Every time there's a double eviction or something, or there's a clown shoe on this show, my Twitter blows up. And it's true. Every year in June, people come out of the woodwork and they just write me clown shoe. That's all they write. Hashtag clown shoe. I get it from everywhere. And I also get, what did I spell wrong? Oh man, now I'm gonna get it because I spelled something wrong. I spelled Technotronics. I was just goofing around. Actually, it's not even a word, but so I was just goofing around, and it's a long story. But every time, thank you, Big Brother fans. Technotronics and clown shoes will forever be part of my family.
Forever haunt you.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever tried to gift you a clown shoe?
No. Don't give them any ideas. But I do get those two things every year in June. I still get it. Listen, it was day 7, and I was just goofing around. I was trying to spell like techno, and then you had to spell it longer, so I went for Technotronics. Who knew I was going to get berated for it?
I know.
I know. Jesus.
Calm down, everybody.
Oof.
It's a hard, cold world when you're living on TV.
Did you just woof? Did you just woof?
No.
Yeah, you did.
All right, well, coming up on Daily Blast Live, it's our favorite Chatting with the Stars moments. Stephanie Jones sits down with the iconic Michael Douglas and Alan Arkin. And funny gal Sarah Silverman talks with our very own comedian, Al Jackson.
Oh, my pleasure.
Welcome back to DBL. This next story truly deserves a special spot on the DBL Best of Reel.
That's right. Our favorite Brit, Stephanie Jones, sits down with the incomparable Michael Douglas and Alan Arkin and even puts their millennial knowledge to the test. Check it out.
Hi, Kaminsky Method. Sandy Kaminsky. This is what Norman got a hit show. Gonna be a hit show on Netflix.
It's gonna get serious.
We got questions?
We've got questions.
Let's go.
All right. So some critics are calling your show.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
What's your problem? She's speaking English.
I'm deaf. I'm old.
No, you're using
I'll
that
talk
old.
louder.
That old excuse.
Some people are saying.
What?
Some people are saying.
Some people are saying.
Alan, that this show reminds them of grumpy old men. It's the 21st century version. What do you guys think?
Oh, okay.
I'm not happy with that comparison.
You're not feeling that?
Who are you talking to?
Trying to get through to my urologist.
You mean our urologist?
All right, sure, fine. Grumpy old man.
It's okay with me if I get to play Walter Matthau.
Right, exactly.
I don't want to play Jack.
You're not into that?
I'll play Jack.
Bar the experience, you went obviously into movies, and now you've gone into digital broadcasting. So, like, what is that transition like?
If you were in a network show that had a commercial going on every 4 or 5 minutes, you may not have been the happiest guy in the world.
Only if I looked at it. But if I'm doing it, it doesn't make any difference.
Well, don't you look at it after you do it? Don't you see it?
Hopefully not.
Well, guys, you guys have
What
got.
kind of a person do you think I am?
I'm finding out a whole lot of new stuff.
Well, you got.
How dare you say that?
So I've got some questions to see if you're going to pass my millennial quiz.
Oh, gee, okay.
Are you ready?
All right.
If a
listen.
millennial says hundo P, does that mean that they agree 50% 100% or not at all?
I'll say not at all.
100%. What does TD stand for?
TD?
True that, to die or tonight?
To die.
I'm sorry, I just don't know what you're talking about.
True that.
Okay,
You're getting there. You're
This is
trying.
good.
I'm appreciating the effort.
No, you are. We got to help you out here,
Okay.
man. I tell you.
If a millennial...
Daily blast.
If
What a blast.
What's a millennial?
Millennial is an age group. It's an age group. If we are considered old, they would be the yang of us.
Really?
Thank you so much. I'm glad we got every one of them right.
You killed it.
We killed it.
It's okay, Michael and Alan. I did not know any of those items. Did you be honest?
Did not get one right. And I was like, I kind of think that I'm younger, but clearly I'm not.
We're not.
We're all failing.
It's
That's okay. It's going to happen to everybody.
Yeah.
All right. And this is also going to happen to everybody. Maybe they'll get a chance to talk to one of their favorite stars like I did. I got to sit down with the hilarious Sarah Silverman.
Al and Sarah talked about her hit movie, Wreck-It Ralph 2. Check it out.
Sarah, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to meet you. Before we get started, I wanted to thank you personally. You actually retweeted. I had a comment about veterans and the kneeling and how those two were being conflated on my talk show. If you want to have the discussion about vets, we can have that discussion. If you want to have the discussion about police brutality, which no one wants to have, which about black men being killed with no repercussions, we can have that one. But we have to decide which one we're going to have. You retweeted that. It went super viral, so I just want to thank you personally for that.
My pleasure. It was inspiring.
Wreck-It Ralph 2, so cool.
All we gotta do is find a part to fix your game. Everything goes back to the way it was.
But where are we gonna find that?
The internet!
What?
And I was looking at the movie, and it seems like it's showing kids how to navigate the internet. How do you think the internet would have affected you growing up?
Well, I can't imagine the world that kids today have inherited. Putting the movie in the internet, it is such a reflection of the world as it is today and humanity.
Right.
Truly. I mean, it can build you up, it can tear you down. You know, I know it's a Disney sequel, but it is really about the human condition and that feelings are all we're made of.
That's what I appreciate. It was just like the human connection, how I feel like that's going away. I drive around, I never see kids playing in anybody's yard anymore. Remember that? Like where you would see children outside and people interacting?
Yeah, you come home like when it's pitch black on your bike and you're drenched with sweat.
Right, because you know you're in trouble. Yeah, you know you came home late. What would you say was the craziest website that they visited, in your opinion?
You know, I love the Disney Princess site.
Do people assume all your problems got solved because a big, strong man showed up?
Yes! What is up with that?
She is a princess!
To really just show the progression of what is Disney Princess from a time that now we see as problematic. Yeah, like it's okay to have a problematic past if you acknowledge it and are changed forever by it. That's a lesson in a Disney movie, but it's also an expression by Disney. It's why they are able to exist for so long, because they change and grow with the times, you know?
Appreciate you, Sarah. Thanks for sitting down.
Thank you so much.
Wow. What surprised you the most about Sarah Silverman?
That she was exactly how I thought she'd be. You know, sometimes you meet people that kind of disappoint you or they go a different direction. She was as cool and as funny, as charismatic as you would think she was, and it was an honor to sit down with her.
Especially because she's a fan of yours, too. How cool is that?
She knows of me. I'm a fan of hers. But yeah.
She retweeted you,
Hey,
Al.
I appreciate that.
That's a big deal.
That's great. Just to even think that she's a fan, that means I'm doing something right. Makes me happy.
Amen. We'll be right back. Welcome back to DBL. Okay, looking back, let's go around the horn. Looking back at all of those moments, which one stuck out to you the most?
Honestly, I really like to talk with Sarah Silverman. But I would say if I have to pick one, just because I knew how excited you were when you met the swimmer, Amy. She was amazing, and just seeing your reaction just in the makeup room, not even in the studio, just made my year.
Yeah, and I got to piggyback on that. Sorry, but Amy Van Dyken, definitely my idol. Grew up with a poster of her above my wall, so to meet her was definitely one of the best days of my life.
I just think it's amazing how far we've come in such a short amount of time. Just seeing that table and the pillars behind us, I was like in shock. Like, is that our studio? I don't even remember that. So just, I mean, now you're interviewing Sarah Silverman.
Tom Green.
Meeting your hero. I mean, mean, we've come a long way in just, in a short amount of time, and so I'm proud of all of us. Yeah.
Erica.
You can't forget Karamo.
I know.
That skin, I had skin envy. Like,
yes.
Like, is that real? I'm not sure.
And such a good guy.
Yes.
Was he everything that you had hoped for?
Oh gosh, like he said something to me before I said something to him. I was like, I think Al said, you know my name.
Right. I like that Erica Cobb has skin envy.
I know. That's true. Gosh, Erica. Well, the stories never stop. We don't either. We'll be back Monday through Friday, same time, same place.